So I got an email from a listener. Her name is Crystal. And Crystal, let me talk to you first. And you can keep the headphones on. It's okay. You won't need them. So you sent an email, and I thought it might be better coming from you rather than Alec about what the email was concerning, and then we'll get to the letter of everything that happened.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, Nine said he got all misty-eyed about some old man and old lady with the gifts and stuff, and I thought, well, if he's misty-eyed about that, let's see if he'll cry. My son lost his father, was my ex-husband, in July to pancreatic cancer, and I was concerned about him and how he's dealing with it.
Mm-hmm.
I work a second job at my stepdad's restaurant on Wednesday nights, and he had to be there with me. He was bored and didn't have his electronics, so he asked for a piece of paper and a pencil. And I said, well, if you're complaining about me, we have no one to give it to. But he gave it to me after, and I read it that night, and I was like, wow. And it was reassuring to me that he's dealing with it in a positive way.
Right.
So he wants to share it because it's genuine. And I thought, well, I'll go ahead and do it for him.
Genuine is a great word for this. Alec, when your mom sent me this, man, I want to tell you something. Oh, I can't. I'm having a tough time putting it into words how it made me feel, because it made me feel so many different emotions all at once. And man, even before I read it, and Alec said he would prefer that I read it because I'm sure it's very tough to read. But you're 10 years old, and some of the words that you wrote here, just man, there's people in their 40s and 50s that don't get it like this. They don't get it like this.
They really don't. I wish I got it that well. I lost my dad. I was 17. I wish I got it as well at 17 as you get it at 10 years old.
Yeah,
really.
I mean, I was 32 when mine passed away. My dad, and I dealt with it. You're dealing with it so much better than I did. So I want to read your letter, okay? And then we'll talk. All right? Say hello so everybody knows you're there.
Hello.
Okay, there's Alec. And I'm being nice. He's wearing a Clemson jersey in here, and I'm still being nice to him.
Yeah.
All right, very good. All right. So the story's called The Tragedy, and it's by Alec Bishop, and you wrote this a couple weeks ago. Okay. I'm going to tell you, this ain't going to be easy to get through, but this is stuff we need to hear every once in a while. I mean, I really believe that. I don't care who you are. You need to hear things like this. This is a 10-year-old wrote this. My mama and I were going home from my papa's restaurant. We got home, and I was about to take a shower. Then Mama told me the news. My daddy had died. I felt like I had just got shot in the heart, like part of me had been ripped out of me. I felt like I was helpless, and I had nothing left. I cried in my mama's arms for a half hour. The next day, I felt guilty. I felt guilty because I was always in a rush to get out of the hospital that he was in. I never got to say goodbye. I still cry every once in a while. At his funeral, I felt broken, alone, and afraid. Everybody at the funeral was dressed as bikers, and I felt very offended. In my opinion, they should have dressed up because it's a funeral and not a bike rally. During the funeral, they played a slideshow in his memory. I was sprawled out on the floor, crying, blaming God for everything that had happened. I realized that he didn't want me to do that. I realized that Daddy didn't want me to do that. He wanted me to know that he was in a better place and that the good Lord had called him home. After the funeral, I went to Florida to visit Uncle Fred. He gave me the necklace with a container at the end of it. That container was the ashes of my daddy. So, enjoy life. Tell your children that you love them because it doesn't last forever. Please, please take this as motivation to live a better life and enjoy life as it is. You're 10 years old, Alec. 10 years old, and you got it figured out, man. I mean, you got so many more years to live, and you already realize that you got to enjoy every moment. I tell you, I can't even put into words how much that, you know, I said this to your mom. I said that the emotion that filled me that day was just incredible, because it made me sad, and it makes me sad now because I hurt for you, because I know how that feels. But I had way more time than you did. But at the same time, you learned a hard lesson from that. And that lesson is enjoy every moment that you got. And that's just brilliant. I'm just proud of you. Smile for me. Let me know you're all right. You good? So,
It's mind blowing.
it really is.
It is absolutely mind blowing. And the way it sums up there at the end and trying to give that message to other people, trying to help other people. It hits you right in the heart, and you get that lump in your throat. There's nothing else you can do. But it's absolutely right. And just the fact that you're not making it all about you and what you've gone through, but you're trying to do something good for other people and do something good by other people.
Yeah. That's a good lesson to learn, because, man, like I had two grandmas that I was very close to, and they passed away when I was in my 20s and 30s, and one of them was in a nursing home, and the other one was in hospice. That's where you basically stay at home and you're not doing so good. The nurse will come to see you, and I didn't go see him. I wanted to hurry up. I wanted to go do my stuff, And boy, just looking back, you said it. You got to you got to be selfless first of all, and you got to be you got to take every moment. You can't take it for granted. We all want to hurry up, and we want the weekend to be here so we'll be out of school and out of work and everything. But think about it. We're going to push 5 days out of the way just to get to 2.5 days. That's wild to think, isn't it? You like that scene, watch your Tigers play, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like Clemson?
Yeah.
That's cool. What else do you like? What are some of the other stuff?
My favorite NFL team is the Miami Dolphins.
Miami Dolphins. Oh, and I got a buddy of mine that you should sit down and talk to, P1 Jethro. He's got a life-size statue of Dan Marino in his garage. He loves the Dolphins. He loves the Dolphins. Mom, you should be proud of this boy. I know you are. It made my day. It made my day again just to hear that, just to know that. And the other thing is, do you have a problem if I put this scan on the internet? Is that okay, Mom?
Yeah.
Okay, because when you see it in his handwriting, that almost looks like Nine's handwriting if you look at it.
That's what I thought when I first saw it. Did I write this and not remember?
That just adds to it all. It just totally adds to it all. And I wanted to. I know Mom said that y'all listened to the show on the way to school.
Yeah.
And I was just very proud of you too. I'd never met you obviously, but I wanted you to come in. I wanted to share that with everybody, because it's incredible. It's incredible. Anybody you want to say hello to? Anything? You got some of your friends. They might be in school now, but they can go back and listen to it later. Who you want to say hey to?
My Uncle Fred.
Uncle Fred. Very good. I heard Uncle Fred gave you an Xbox One. Is that true? What games you playing on there?
Mostly Madden 16.
Whoa!
Wish I had an Uncle Fred.
Good. I know, man. I still got a 360. What am I doing?
I ain't got one of them anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Please.
Well, look. It's one of those things where I sit here and talk forever. We're always late because I'm talking. Now I'm just kind of like struggling for words because just how much that meant, And I think so many people feel the same way that, boy, I wish I had that kind of way to have it all figured out at 10 years old.
And it's something to think, especially when you wake up on these days like this, rainy outside, or you get up on a Monday where, we see everybody in a bad mood. If people just remember that you got people you love, you got people who love you.
Yeah.
Just hold on to that. Then there's never a bad day at that point, right?
Never. No, there can't be. There can't be. You're a good kid, and I appreciate you coming in today. And Mom, I appreciate you getting off work to come in today and bringing him in. Well, this is just one of those moments, man, where, it's like, and Mom said in the interview, the email, she said, we listened. She says, and I'll be honest, certain times we had to kind of filter what y'all are talking about. Oh, yeah. And this isn't our usual style, but what is our usual style? I don't know. We kind of talk about everything, but I think this is just one of those moments where everybody just needs to take that in and think about it.
I didn't even turn Fat Boy's microphone off.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Ain't that crazy? Okay. Tell me what's going on here. Is that for here?
The first one is line 1.
All right. Who is it? My thing is frozen.
It's our buddy Anonymous Noah.
Okay. You want to talk to some folks? Some folks want to talk to you. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Noah, say hello to Alec.
Hey. What's up, Alec? How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Hey, buddy. I just wanted to tell you, man, it gets better. I lost my mom 4 months ago, and it's tough. And your letter, man, it really hit me this morning. And you're strong, dude. I'm 32 years old. I wish I had that kind of I wish I had that outlook. It's tough, but keep up what you guys do, man. I love it.
Thank you, Noah. Bless you, brother.
Better.
Man, look at Noah. Noah's a big old mountain of a guy.
He's a big, large man.
Yeah.
And you hear that emotion coming out of that voice.
Yeah. It's just that's something else. It's just it's something to be proud of. I know you're nervous, and I know we talked before you came on. I know you're nervous or whatever. You like me, you're a nail biter. I can tell. But just be proud of this. Be proud of this, and again, Crystal, I know you are.
Yes.
I know you are, and just it does get a little easier. I know right now you're really, really hurting, and I know it's fresh. I mean, how old do you think I am? Let's play that game. How old do you think I am, Alec? Be honest.
45.
Good gosh, man! Oh, man! Wow, that hurt.
Hey, can we do the rest of us too?
Oh, man.
I think we should do the whole room
All
to
right.
see if we can make Matt feel better.
Okay, listen. How old do you think 9 is over here with that awesome Gamecock shirt on?
23.
Wow, I'm not a fan. What about Fat Boy?
All that gray in his face.
Get all that.
51.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. We won't do pages. That's you don't ask a lady her age, right? You don't do that kind of thing. All right. Well, look. Thank you so much. Shake my hand, sir. It is a pleasure to have you on. I got to say, and all the people we've had in here interviewing, you got to be the biggest takeaway that I've had from any of them. Just as far as I'll forget sometimes when we have these athletes or some of these fighters or drivers in or whatever. I ain't gonna forget this. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. All right, that was Alec Bishop, and we'll get this letter posted up on social media and you can read it.